You're not lazy, you're overwhelmed. If you are a millennial or Gen Z or Gen Alpha watching this right now, you saw the thumbnail and I guarantee you've been called lazy multiple times. I bet you've called yourself this multiple times, even though a part of you feels like it's so untrue and not fair. You keep telling yourself to lock in. But after a few days, you find yourself right back in the same cycle. Listen, as a millennial who's 32 years old, I cannot relate with this more. In fact, I thought I was depressed. I couldn't seem to get all my tasks done in one day. I was super unmotivated to do anything the next day after that because it felt like I had failed the day before. I went to therapy for years and years and years, and I realized that my depression wasn't linked to my self-esteem at all. The truth was, I wasn't lazy, I was overwhelmed. Sounds like you, huh? Well, if this is you, you need a system right now. Let me tell you this. Systems saved my life. I am 32 years old, and it took me 14 years to realize the truth behind my self-deprecating talk and cycle of depression. But it only took me 1 month to turn everything around. And the way I did it was by creating a rigorous system. Listen, hard data and truth is what helps you realize that you are overwhelmed and overworked, not feelings. Your feelings will almost always lie to you. Listen, I could do an entire video on how to systematize your life, but I will name a few things that you can do to start. And this is basically my system that I do almost every day, okay? So the first thing you need to do is you need to hop on your phone. If you have an iPhone, this is perfect. Use your calendar app on your phone. iPhone users, why are you in the bonus? Because the calendar app will literally sync across all of the things that you have. So if you have an iPad, if you have a computer, if you have obviously your iPhone, if you have an Apple Watch, like it's all of the same information is going to be on all of your devices. Listen, I believe in calendars so much that I literally pay for a calendar app called Fantastical. That's how important I believe it is for people who feel like they're stuck in this cycle of laziness. Put every single thing you plan to do in the coming days or in the week, I go as far as the month, on the corresponding dates and look over the calendar. Do you want to know what you're probably going to realize right away? There's way too much stuff on your calendar. I mean, put everything, all the things that pop in your head. Like, I want to do XYZ ABC today, put it all on your calendar, and you will realize quickly that you have way too much stuff. Like, way too much stuff. And this is part of the problem. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to carry a little small notebook or journal around with you and write all the other tasks throughout the day that pop up in your head. You will notice right away that things will just, I'm sure you've noticed it already. Things just pop up and you're like, oh, I got to do that. Oh, I got to do that. Oh, I got to do that. As you're trying to finish the task in front of you. Listen, do not try and let those tasks or those ideas stay in your head. This is how we got to where we are in the first place. This is what creates that cycle, that circle of doom, because it feels like you're in a never-ending life of work and tasks and work and tasks. And if you keep adding tasks onto your day, you keep adding onto this pile, guess what? You are in a never-ending spiral of work. So you have to be able to cut your day off and say, today I'm going to do this and this and this. But if you keep having all these ideas and thoughts and concepts and tasks that you have to do in a day, your day never ends. And you need your day to end. Everybody, whether you're 14 or 44, you need your day to end. It's very critical. And at the end of your day, I want you to do what's called a brain dump. It's really cool. I would highly advise you to look them up on YouTube, but they saved my life. Get everything that is lingering in your head out of your head before you go to sleep. That's how these brain dumps work. So you can use your notebook, you can use a laptop, you can use a journal. The notebook that you carry around is what I would advise. And write everything in your head down. Your disappointments, your shortcomings, the things that you didn't do that you wanted to do, the things that you accomplished. Write everything down. Get it all out of your head. And what this will do is it will create an opportunity for you to sleep soundly. Yes, I am not an unk just saying sleep, it's important. No. Like, sleep is so vital. It's so important. But sound sleep is way better than just regular sleep. And the way that you sleep soundly is by getting all of those things out of your head. And this next thing is the most important thing in this entire video. If you don't hear anything else in this video, hear this, please. Pick one thing. Pick one thing. 3 things max. And that's like if you're elite. Pick one thing to do every single day. It is a lie that you have to get literally everything done. It's a lie. It's not true. Stop using the phrase, I have to, because it creates unnecessary pressure in your head. You're writing a check that you won't be able to cash. And for me, picking literally one thing as the most important thing to do helps me to accomplish the rest of the things that I hope to do. In fact, it helps me to do way more things throughout the day, and the day feels like a breeze. I typically pick the hardest thing on my list, but remember, I'm only trying to accomplish that one thing. So mentally, I have space for however long it takes. If it takes me 5 minutes or 5 hours, I only set out to accomplish that one thing. And what you will realize is that you do infinitely more tasks because all the rest feel like extra credit at that point because you did what you set out to do. Listen, if you are Gen Z or Gen Alpha or a fellow millennial watching this right now, do not wait to start your system. Start now before you get to where I am. Because if you can break this really like filthy, ugly cycle of calling yourself lazy and feeling depressed, if you can break that now, you can reach literally anything you set your mind to. Any goal that you have, you can reach. Because you have a system to reach it. Any idea without a plan is just a hope. But an idea with a plan becomes a goal. And I think that if you guys become goal-oriented and you have a real system to follow your goals, you will become infinitely more successful. And screw success. You'll just be happier. You'll just feel better throughout the days because you can think to yourself, man, I actually accomplished something today. Have an amazing day. God bless you.